it with you. Okay. But just in the interest of background noise, you can put on mute yourself on mute. You can unmute yourself whenever you have questions and you can ask us any questions. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Just let me know once you can see my screen. Any one of you can unmute and you can tell me about.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So today's session, my name is Rachel. I'm from Zenoti. I have my colleague Siddharth also join this session. We'll be talking about Zenoti software today. So we'll most importantly be focusing on Zenoti's appointment book software. Okay. And how you can manage your appointments and all that, and how and what are the important sections in the point of sale. Okay. Apart from that, most of you who have joined here have access to something called Zenoti University. You can actually log in and check the courses. Apart from that, you have Intercom Pink chat bubble where you can reach out to the support team if you have any questions and talk to them about any kind of questions that you have. Okay. Now, when it comes to these kind of queries, we have this pink chat bubble, which I'll show you. I'm sure all of you must be seeing it on your systems. There is a Z-Market live training link also. So if anybody needs training, right, there is one link on your system, on your site that you can click. Monday to Thursday, we'll be having a lot of sessions where you can actually check and join those sessions. Okay. And then there is something called help.zenoti.com. This one right here, that link, please save that URL somewhere so that you have access to the help article library of Zenoti. So usually what happens is you don't have to wait for any kind of support or any person to help you out. You can actually go to that help.zenoti.com and get access to all the help articles. So any topic that you are stuck with, maybe how to add appointment, how to add a guest, or how to check guest details and all that, you can go ahead and check on that help article library. Okay. And then for today's session, we'll be focusing more on the appointment book. So we'll see how to book appointments, reschedule appointments, how we can add notes to guest profile, also how we can check out and accept payments, managing refunds. If anyone is doing that in this group, we'll check that also. And a few organizational settings that are there, any kind of services, products, packages that you have, and so on. Okay. And center reports and so on. Apart from that, you'll also see how to manage your employees. So you basically how you can create employees, how you can schedule them, okay, and how you can actually manage your inventory. So we'll see an overview of purchase orders, how we can raise purchase orders, where can they be done, when do you audit, reconcile, and checkouts. Okay. So in terms of presentation, that's about it. Now for today's session, I will be using something called Sparbliss, which is a demo site. Okay. So don't be confused. This is your Toni and Guy site that you usually use. These are all your centers. Corporate office is the organization. Toni and Guy India South is your organization level. Okay. And then these are all your franchisees. I'm sure when you log into the system, this is what you'll be seeing. And, depending on which franchisee you are, you'll go to that particular center and access your center, right? So does this screen look familiar for you, all of you?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I'm going to share with you one demo site, which we will be checking today. And that demo site looks something like this. I'm sure before you log into Zenoti is a browser-based software, right? You need to put this URL and log into the system. You will be given a user ID and password so that you can log into the system. So once you put that ID and password, you will be able to log in, right? Now, this is the support ping chat bubble that I was talking about. So if at any point of time you want a refresher session on, say, appointment book or any kind of employee management, any questions you have, right? You can click on this need training this particular section here, and you can go ahead and sign up for sessions that keep happening Monday to Thursday. I will be hosting most of those sessions. So if you have any questions in terms of any modules, go ahead and check that. Apart from that, Zenoti help is this one. So if you click on this link, you will be able to see the sites that you can actually log into. Log into. So you can put your ID and then log in, and then you can put your user ID and password, and you'll be able to see the help site on the system. Okay. Help site looks something like this. So if you have any questions on appointments, you can simply click on this appointment, click on start your day, and check how you can actually start your day. Okay. Like that, you have various help articles here. Configuration menu is also there. You have anything that you have questions about queue managements or POS configurations, that you can actually check that here. Okay. And then any kind of help articles, basically click on the search button, browse through,
Ma'am,
and then
can
you
you
can,
share your screen, ma'am?
sorry.
Can you share your screen, ma'am? We are unable to see the screen. We can see you, but not the screen.
1 second. Let me. I think I'm sharing my screen already, but I'm sharing it, resharing it again. Can you see the help site?
Now I can see. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Now you can see, right? Yeah. So I was talking about help site. Once you log into help site, this is how it will look. So you have product configurations, service configurations, okay? And you also have appointment configurations, anything to do with bookings. You can click on this bookings and you can access the booking rules, employee rules, and all that. So basically, what I'm trying to say is any question that you have, go to this help site and you'll be able to check all the help articles here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a demo site so that we can scan through quickly as to what we can cover for today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and then you can, uh, yeah, and then you can let me know, okay? Is there any one person who can help me with joining these attendees? Can anyone take this ownership? Any volunteers here? Ravi Teja, I'm giving you you are an attendee.
How many people will join? 100 plus already. Okay, continue. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, once you put your user ID and password, you can log into the system. Okay. Once you log into the system, this is how you'll be able to see the system, right? Now this is a different business. It's called Spabliss. You can go ahead and check this particular site. Now, don't worry about how this site looks, but whatever all the systems who use Zenoti looks something similar. Okay. This business has only two locations, that is Portland and Seattle. This business is called Spabliss. Okay. And it has Portland and Seattle location. But for you, you have different locations. If you have observed, Toni and Guy has a different office, and then there are a lot of franchisees here, right? You can see my screen, right? So all these are franchisees, all these are different centers under these franchisees. Okay. Now, when you log in, you will be able to see certain access. If any one of you are able to see this admin dashboard, to go to the appointment book, you need to click on this appointment book icon. Let me just check this. Yeah, you need to click on this appointment book icon. Once you click on the appointment book icon, you will be able to see the appointment book like this. Okay. Does the screen look familiar for you?
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
use the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So as you can see, this appointment book looks almost the same. You have a lot of icons over here. I'll show you only a few important icons here. As soon as you log in as a therapist, I'm sure a lot of you are employee managers here, a lot of you are front desk managers here, and also receptionists who are there, and some therapists and all that. So once you log in, right, if there is a client who's calling you to check their appointments, like maybe there is one person called Payal, she wants to know about her appointment that she scheduled. She's not sure, but she wants to make sure if she has an appointment today or not. You can scroll on the appointment book and check to see if there is an appointment here, or you have the search icon here. So any information that you want to check for a guest, you can search for the guest using name, phone, email over here. So if you type the name of this particular person, this particular guest, you will be able to see the details of it. So you have Payal Zanotti here. It says modify appointment. That means Payal Zanotti has an appointment today. Okay. If there is another, if it says book appointment, then it simply says that you need to book an appointment for this particular uh, uh, this particular guest. There is no appointment here. Okay. Now, if there is anything that you have to check for the guest, you can click on view profile. There are 2, 3 different places where you can check the guest profile from. One is the search option where you can quickly search for the guest and check the guest profile. Another place is you can simply right click on an appointment. If you right click on an appointment, you'll be able to see the square icon here. Can you see the square icon, this square icon with an arrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, great. So if you click on that, you'll be able to open guest profile. Now, when it comes to guest profile, there are a lot of details that you can find in the guest profile. In the general section, you have the customer ID, address details, and all these details in the guest profile. Okay. Now, if you have anything else that you have to check, like transactional messages here on the right-hand side, those are actually the messages that are going out for your guests. So if you do not want your guests to receive any kind of appointment details or, emails or notification, you can turn them off here. Okay. Now, if they want to update their email address or phone number, you can do that from here. Okay. Let's just admit all. All right. Now, in the notes section, there are some notes that you can put from this guest profile. You can enter some notes, like, for example, email of the guest is invalid. Please collect correct email from the guest. So there are some notes that you can put, okay, which are important instructions, special instructions, like guest wants to buy a gift card. Okay. Now, at the time of taking payment, if you say show when taking a payment, what will happen is whoever is checking out this guest, they'll be able to see this notes saying the guest wants to buy a gift card, and then they can issue that gift card there. So like that, any kind of treatment, special instructions can be put in this notes section in this guest profile, where they can go ahead and, put any special instructions so that the next provider is able to see them when they are checking out, when they are opening guest history, when they are checking them in, or when they are booking an appointment. Okay. Now, in the appointment tab, you can see past appointments and upcoming appointments. So if this guest is asking you, if this customer is asking you, when was the last time I came for my cool sculpting service? You can quickly come to guest profile appointment tab, check the past appointment, and see the cool sculpting services here. You have the date here, 17th February. Madam, you came at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And Andre is the person who has actually given you the service, and so on. And you can scroll to see a few more details. So any kind of previous appointments or upcoming appointments are mentioned here. Now, when it comes to products, you will be able to see the products that this guest has purchased. So if there is a guest who has purchased a product and you want to know the details of that particular product, you can go ahead and check that from this products tab. Okay. Now, if you any kind of managers who are there on this call, they will be able to refund any kind of product amount that they have given for the for that product to the guest. Okay. You can simply follow the details of this particular refund option and you can follow the instructions. You want my phone?
Yeah, if I do go out for a call, the hotspot will go away.
Okay, okay.
I don't want to remove the
Yeah.
hotspot.
Yeah. So just one quick second here. Sorry, guys. One second. Okay. Yeah. So we were at just admitting everyone. Yeah, we were at product section. So any kind of products they purchased in the past, you can find it here. Same applies to the memberships tab. If you have any memberships details here, if you click on that memberships, you will be able to check on the memberships. So if they bought any membership, you can find them here. Packages also the same thing. You have packages. You can click on the package name. So if this guest is telling that I got the school sculpting package and this is how many services I'm supposed to have and all that, you can click on the package name and you will be able to see the details of the package, like how much quantity is there. You see, one service benefit has been used and balance 7 is left, and this is the balance amount. Okay. Same applies to other details also here. So you have a lot of tabs. If they purchase any gift cards, they'll be able to see that here. Okay. And updating password or any kind of other options are available in the guest profile. So if there is a guest who's actually calling in to ask you a few details about their profile, their appointments, their products, or their memberships, you can search for a guest with email, phone number, and name. Okay. And then you can check their details. This is your calendar drop down. I'm sure you must have used this option. Okay, you have a calendar drop down here, and this particular calendar actually allows you to see appointments, previous appointments. So you can click on the 10th to see the appointments that have been taken on 10th. You can click on 26th to see the appointments that are there for the future date if you want to give any future date appointments. But if you click on today, you will be able to go back to today's appointment. Okay. Now, this business, it's still 17th night there. That's why you can see 17th on the date. Otherwise, it will be 18th for us Indians. Okay. If you want to go to previous day, you can click on this arrow. If you want to go back to the next day, you can click on this arrow. Okay. Now, if there are group appointments, like 4 or 5 friends are walking in, or a family of 3 or 4 members is walking in, from this context menu, if you right click, you can add new appointment. And if you double click, you can add an appointment for one guest. Okay. But when you have 4 or 5 guests walking in, you can use this booking wizard, launch this booking wizard. From this booking wizard, you will be able to add appointments for up to 6 guests. See, from this number of guests drop down, you can add 2 guests, 3 guests, 4, 5, 6 guests, up to 6 guests, and you can add appointments for 3 guests at a time. So you can add the guest details, like give the name. Okay. Search by typing the name. Next appointment, you can select the service. Next appointment, you can select one of the other guests. If they are within the system, they'll come like this. Add the service. Okay. Like that, one after the other, you can add 2, 3 guests, up to 6 guests. You can see here. Okay, up to 6 guests, and you can add appointments to all the guests at one time. Okay, so to add group appointments, you can use booking wizard. Okay, now if there is a guest who's walking into your center and they just want to buy a product, right? If they want to buy only a product, you can launch the point of sale from here. Okay, give the details of the guest, like if you get this, you can put, maybe there is a Rachel who's walking into your center and they want to go ahead and give buy this product, which is called shampoo. Okay, pull up the details of that shampoo. Okay, select the employee who's selling it, click on add, and if you take the payment from the right hand side, you have sold this particular shampoo. So your guests need not take a service. You can launch the point of sale and you can go ahead and sell your products and packages, gift cards and memberships from the point of sale directly. There is something called price check here. If you use this price check, you can see the prices of your services. So if I want to know the price of a hydrofacial service, you can pull that up. Same applies to the products. If you pull up a product, okay, you can see the price of that product. Same applies to the packages also. If you check this package, November special package, you can see how much that package costs and so on. Price check will help you to access. Now, this is your center drop down. You don't have to worry about this because for your business, this is not applicable. Now, there are appointments here. You have different views. You can check your appointments in horizontal view, okay, or vertical view, whatever you think is suitable for you. And you can adjust those views by selecting this particular option. If it's vertical, then you have your appointments vertically from top to bottom. If you click on horizontal, you have them here from left to right. Okay. Now, this is a little bit about appointment book. We'll see how to add a new guest now. Now, say, for example, there is one guest who's walking into your center and they want to have an appointment at 1 p.m. Okay. If they say 1 p.m., you can see all these employees have schedules. Okay. You can simply right click on this 1 p.m. and click on new appointment to add a new appointment. Okay. But you can also double click on this 1 p.m. time slot and you can add the appointment. When it comes to 1 p.m., you can simply add the guest details. If it's an existing guest, you will be able to see the guest name and guest phone number and all these details here. Okay. And then these are notes. Remember in the guest profile, we talked about the note section where you can put special instructions. They'll pop up like this. Okay. Now, once you add a guest, if it's an existing guest, if you have a lot of guests who have these details, then you'll be able to see total visits. How many times did this guest visit your center? When was the last time he visited? Who was the provider? How many open appointments are there? And so on. If by mistake you entered any guest details here which are incorrect, what you can do is you can click on this clear button and clear the details. Let's go ahead and add our guest again. So now this time select the correct guest and you can see all the details here. Now from the booking panel, in the first section, you've added your guest. Second section, you can add services. If it's one service, select from here, from this drop down. If you want to add more than one service, click on this book multiple button here. Okay. And you can add multiple services, like you can select this particular makeup. Okay. See what are the services which are there for other details. Okay. Deep tissue massage. Let's just add that. I've added that. Now I'm going to IV therapy. Let's just do beauty IV. Okay. And click on add. Now, once you have added the services, they will appear here. You can add the details, other details. Like if you want to change the duration, this is 1 hour service. If you want to change the duration, you can click on this drop down and change it to 30 minutes and click on save. Once you have given these details and you have added the services, okay, you can click on save to save this appointment. Okay, and that appointment is somewhere here. Okay, now you can see that Rachel's appointment has been added. The details are here and you're okay with everything. Once the appointment has been added, right, you can right click the appointment and you can click on this modify button to modify the appointment, or you can simply double click and the appointment opens. And if you want to add one more service, you can add that here, or if you want to delete any services, you can click on this bin icon, click on delete, add your comments, any comment it can be, and then that service is removed. You can save. Now, when it comes to duration, moving appointments or duration, you can hover the mouse on the corner of this block and you can drag and drop this appointment block to the right or to the left to increase the duration. Now, if you want to move this appointment to another therapist, you can simply drag and drop it like that. If this provider is doing the service, then that appointment will be moved from that therapist to this therapist. Okay. Now, what if Rachel will tell you that I cannot come today? Go ahead and give me an appointment for tomorrow, right? She may say, I'm not able to make it today. I can't come. There is a lot of traffic. I am stuck in traffic. I'm becoming late. Give my appointment for tomorrow, not for today, right? You can double click on the appointment, go to calendar, select tomorrow's date, okay? And then you can click on save. Now, what will happen is this appointment will be moved, okay, from 17th February to 18th February. You can see that here, okay? So these appointments, you can click on today to go back to the today's appointments, and you can move appointments like that. Now, once the appointments are done, you can right click here on the guest, okay? And you can see a few details like guest profile, you can access from here, okay? If this payment is not done, then it will show like this, take payment, right? You can go to point of sale. Once you go to the point of sale, you have different sections in the point of sale. Your items are here. You can see this guest got clarifying hydrofacial, but because she has a membership, she's getting a discount. See, she's getting $15 discount out of 150 and final price is 135. But if you want to remove this membership discount and apply another discount, you can click on remove to remove that membership discount. Okay. Click on this campaign drop down. If you click on this campaign drop down, you'll be able to see your discounts that you have. So if you have any discounts that have been applied for your business, then you can do that here from this campaign section. Okay. Now, once you click on 10% off on services and click on the play button, what usually happens is that discount, if it's applicable, $50 off on invoice, you can click on that. And if it is applicable, it will apply for that particular discount. Let's say, yeah. So if they have membership, you'll be able to see the membership in this drop down. You can click on play and that membership discount will be benefit is applied successfully. You can see discount of $15 is applied and final price is minus the discount. Okay. Now, if this guest wants to buy any product, again, just pull up the details. If you have a scanner attached, you can scan it so that you can scan and add the product. If they want a package, right, you can simply click on this package section, select the package that this guest wants to buy, click on add to add a package. Okay. So like that, products, packages, and memberships can be added from here. They have to be configured. Okay. Now on the right hand side, you can take payments for the guest. So you have cash payment that you can take. Usually it is cash, or you have custom UPI payments. If this guest wants to buy 200 by cash, you can edit the amount, click on add payment. Okay. And then you can see that particular 200 of cash has been added. This is an old appointment, so that's why 135 also for cash is being visible here. Okay. Now, when it comes to UPI payments, they will be under this custom section. Okay. In this payment data dropdown, now this is a US account. That's why you can see other payments. But imagine there is UPI here. Simply select that payment. So you're collecting your payment through Google Pay or Paytm or Phone Pay or whatever that is, and you're clicking on add. Now, once the invoice is zero, you can click on close invoice to close the invoice. But it is very important that you click on close invoice in order to close an invoice every single day. Okay. Yeah. If you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself. Yes, Naga, if you have a question, you can unmute yourself. Yes,
Hello,
somebody
ma'am.
raised a hand. Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, if somebody pay some amount by cash and some by card, can you explain that once more?
Yeah.
Like if a
So
client is having a service bill is 1,000 rupees and he pay 500 cash and 500 by
mm,
UPI. Yeah, so
yeah,
that one.
I'll show you. Let's take an example of this account, this guest, Juniper. Okay. Now, first and foremost, you need to have payment integration if they want to make a payment by card. Okay. Now,
Okay. Okay.
I'll 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 explain. So manually, you can do that. Okay. Uh, I'll add a new appointment because I want to show the process. Just starting the service, just something random. We'll take partial payment. Okay. For this business, it says room is mandatory and the service. Click on save. Okay, once that is done, right click, take payment manually. Okay. Now, when it comes to taking payments, 179 is the amount. Okay. Let's say she paid 100 by cash. Okay. Click on add payment. Next, for card payment, you need to select credit debit card. Okay. Are you with me, Naga?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So select credit debit card option. Now the rest of the amount. Okay, it can be anything from that option. Rest of the amount, $79, whatever that is. You have the details here. Manual option is here. Okay, and you can say add payment. When you say add payment, it'll ask you for details to select the card. You can add the address details or skip it totally, and then you can click on that to add the payment. But let's just do manual real quick. One second, I have to check one option here. Yeah, click on store. Once you click on store, um, change donation. It's not showing me this option. One second, I'll just double check a few things here. Collect donation. Yeah, credit card. Should I? So why is it not asking me? Manual.
Uh, Change it.
Changing it, but it's not showing.
Okay.
Let's try. Let's try.
I think that's already integrated. That's right. If it's integrated, it's not allowed. If it's integrated, it's not allowed.
We'll just check in the one of the other things. We'll not take any payment. We'll just double check. Okay. Okay. Launch the point. Yeah, this is how the screen will look like. Okay, imagine the same option. Okay, in that screen, if you add credit debit, you see select card type. You can select whatever card that is. It can be MasterCard, it can be Visa, it can be Amex, whatever that is. Select that card, enter the last four digits, maybe 6789. Okay, enter the amount that they're going to pay by card. Okay, and you can give the bank name also. Maybe it is American Express or SBI. Okay. Add the details there. You can add receipt number if it's applicable. You can add the expiry date and click on add payment. Okay. So you'll swipe the card and you'll take the payment, but you're manually taking a credit card payment here. Is that
Much we
clear,
need
Naga?
to,
Yeah.
ma'am, that much we need to ask the client card last four digits and all these bank name and all, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Because this
But
is a
sometimes
manual
ma'am, they
payment.
deny this. Ma'am, sometimes they simply deny, like they're not able to provide these or like these
And that's
information.
But
You know,
they will give
would
you the card for, sorry, this is the last thing. But they'll give you the card for swiping, right? You can just note down
yeah,
the last four digits.
Mute and talk here on.
Okay. So guys, sorry,
This
yeah,
card
just
is
that
with
here.
you. This card is with you, so you can see the card, this digits from the card.
Yeah, you don't need to ask it. When they're giving you a card for swiping,
Suppose they are not allowing, so what we do that time? Supposed to be there now, so because all the customers are not same, you know that.
Once
So
you
if
have generated the payment no from the EDC machine, you'll get the receipt. In that receipt only everything will be mentioned there. The client name,
Yes, yes.
the last four digit number, everything will be there.
Yes,
You check
yes,
once.
even from the receipt. Yeah, even from the receipt you can get. Otherwise, the card is with you. You can check it from the card also.
I agree with the time, it's
Yeah.
not like
So
acceptable.
basically,
Yeah,
yeah. So
receipt one we
basically,
can check, but we can't ask a customer like, can I know your this number and all these? You know that.
You
you
know,
don't.
this will be in the
You are
card.
doing
This will be in the card.
complicated,
You, the
Naga.
card is with
It's
you.
so simple.
See, Naga, when the
Ma'am, it's
customer will
overlapping.
give
I'm
you,
sorry to say that, but it's overlapping. I can't understand. It's overlapping.
yeah, let me explain. So when you're taking the payment from the customer through card, don't you take the card in your hand and swipe that card on the machine?
Okay, okay, ma'am.
You do that, right? So at that time, you can actually see the card, enter the last four digits. You don't have to tell the customer or anything like that. If they ask you, you can tell them that, you are manually adding these details. We are not taking all your details, just the last four digits. That's all.
Yes. And by
So
Okay,
the
ma'am.
name also.
yeah, so just take those details, just see the card like that and type it on your computer, and that's about it. You don't have to kind of, explain everything. If they ask, then you can give them the details.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So moving on, taking payments from the right hand side, you're taking payments. Like if you take a manual credit card, then imagine that screen. You're putting the last four digits, the card name, the card last four digits of the card number, the card name, what type of a card that is, the amount, and you're adding the payment. Okay. Once that is done, you can click on close invoice to close the invoice. Okay. At the end of the day, every single day, the all the invoices should be closed. Okay. And all the appointments should look in this blue color. Can you see when I'm hovering the mouse on this appointment, it says paid. So all the appointments should be in this color at the end of the day. Now, you have some help icon here. If you click on this help icon, you will be able to see what are these appointments. Like this appointment here is in green color. This is in purple color. This is in, again, red in color, right? This is light blue in color. What do they mean? Booked appointments are usually in this color. Any appointment that is confirmed is in this color, right? You will be able to know what those color codes are. Okay. Now you have some icons also on the profile. So you have a dollar icon, a plus icon, and a star icon. This means that this particular guest is a new guest, that they have some dollar value and all that. So this is how you add appointments and take payments. And at the end of the day, you have of this more button here where you can click and close the payments. Okay. Any questions on the appointment book so far? Anything?
No, ma'am.
Anyone?
No, ma'am.
On calendar, how to add
Ma'am, I
appointments?
had a question.
Yeah.
Once we generate the bill, no, like if we have showed custom in the card or cash in the custom, sometimes it might happen. Though, is it possible to do it, ma'am? Is it possible?
Redo what? Sorry.
Once we have generated the bill, The already we have raised the invoice. So
Okay.
after that, can we recorrect it, ma'am? In such case, something like we have showed the custom in the cash, and we need to change that before closing the bill. Not like once the bill has been generated.
Before,
After that, can we
okay.
go ahead and do that?
Yes, you can. See,
Depends on permission loan.
if no, before
Permission?
closing the invoice, anyone can do it.
Depends on permission loan.
No. After generated the bill, I'm asking.
After generating the bill, then you need to have role permission. See, this particular appointment, it is closed and the bill is generated. Okay. If you right click and click, you cannot, if you say show invoice, okay, you will not, you need to have these kind of actions here. If you don't see them, then you cannot do anything. You can only see the invoice. Okay. If that's the case, you need to have role permissions. You need to ask your manager that you should be given role permission to edit the invoice.
Corporate.
Yeah.
Like role permission in a sense, ma'am. Do we need to ask for the ABMs or for the Zenoti person?
No, you need to ask the corporate person.
So hi, this is Siddharth here. So you can reach out to Ranga from the corporate, and he will help you to modify closed invoices. So you have an email ID, right? Technical support at paulson.com, Paulson, right? So you can send a
Yes,
mail if
yes.
you think that there's an invoice that it has already closed and there are some issues with it. Ranga can you can send a mail and Ranga help you with the modification of the invoices, because there's a control that we have kept so that it's not misused.
ठीक है, sir. Got
Okay.
it, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Anyone else? Any questions?
Hi, ma'am. Myself Jayashree. I have a
Yeah.
question that sometimes people will ask to add their GST number to the bill. How we can make that?
Okay, let's just check. So GST number in terms of cash, when they're making cash payment, is it?
Yeah, whichever payment they will be asking to add their GST number. How we can
We have
do
to
that?
go to corporate.
Let me double check that, because GST number for payments, I don't think, because the taxes are already included. But for cash and other payments, you cannot add them as such. Let me check on that. Can I get your name?
Myself Jayashree.
Jayashree, which center are you from?
I'm from Kottayam, Toni, Kerala.
Acha, okay. Let me see. But for payments, we cannot actually add the GST number, I'm sure. But I'll double check and I'll get back to you on that, okay?
Ma'am, let us know also, ma'am. Even I had faced the same thing once, and the client wanted
Yeah.
this GST to be added in our bill. So let me know also, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
Which one?
Where can we add the
This is
GST
Asya
number?
from
The
Mysore
customers are asking.
Associate.
Additional fee. Invoice is additional fee, right?
For cash, there is no additional fee.
No, it's not additional. No. On the right hand side, you have an additional field you can add. Below notes. Check it out. You'll have. And check it. Yeah.
Okay, for every bill, they want that to be added?
Everybody,
Jayashree
ma'am.
and,
Okay, sometimes, okay, the thing is sometimes if they are paying through a UPI, they'll be asking, sometimes they'll be asking like cash payment too.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Checking a few details, okay? There are some additional details that you can add for the guest. But they want it to be visible on the invoice, is it?
Okay. Yes,
Correct. Yes.
all ADSR,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I'll teach you. Don't worry. And we have time.
Just one
Second half,
second.
I'll send you to separately. Yeah, after 2 o'clock, she will have a second session. I will sit with you separately.
Okay, okay, thank you.
And I'll show you
Okay,
so that you can create those, send it to them. And if they have issue, then support can help them quickly fix it.
okay.
It's not very complicated.
Siddharth, can you answer this?
Okay. So you're talking about you want a basic for a space where you want to add the GST information, right? It should show in the invoice. Um, Can I stop sharing once so that I can just make the settings and then I'll show it to you? Does that
Sure,
work?
sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, for sure.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah.
Which one?
The thing is, actually, a few months before, I did that same with my ABM's help, and now again one client asked me about it, and now I can't see the options to do it. So that's why I'm asking you.
Okay. But I think
Which
the
one?
corporate office will have the access. Actually, there is Siddharth online. Can you just explain that to him? He'll try to answer.
Okay. Okay. What happened is last a few months ago, one client asked me about this. How to I need to add my GST number to the bill. So I did it with ABM help. It's actually a few months ago, and again I got a same kind of client, and I did it. I'm trying to do that, but I unable to see that kind of options in the settings. So is there
No,
any upgrades happen or
no, no.
any
So no,
options
so
as removed?
no, no. So there are certain options that are org level, organization level. There are certain options that you have at a center level, right? So if you have certain queries or if you think that you want certain things that you're not able to find, you can always send a mail to Ranga to see if this is possible or not, right? The reason I'm talking to Ranga is that because Ranga basically collates all your queries and then it comes to me. So it basically so that we can streamline how we behave or how we can help you out also, right? So if you think that you want to do something, you're not able to do it, and to check if that is possible or not. Say, for example, you searched within your capacity in the settings and you did not find anything that might help you, right? Then you can reach out to Ranga, ask him that this is something or to corporate essentially, saying that we want to do this, is this possible or not in the system? And then if he can help you, if he already knows the answer, he will help you. If not, he will reach out to me and we will work with him to see if that is possible or not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but the thing is, you're telling certain level of application we can make it done through our level and the ABM's level. That's right.
Yes.
Then on
Basically,
that day,
this.
actually, I did it for myself in my system without others
Okay.
login with my login ID. I did it,
Okay.
but now with the same ID, I couldn't.
Sure. I have to check essentially what you're talking about. What exact thing did you do? Just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to set this up. Just give me 1 second. Do you want the GST, customer GST to be there in the invoice?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, sir.
We can do that. Just give me 1 second. Hyperplant is the pause, is it? I don't. Yeah, around 80, 90 right now.
90, yeah. 90.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Right now there are
Here.
76, 78. Mhm. Yeah, just 1 second. I'm just trying to see if I can solve for. Why did you do that thing? I checked on my system. I'll work. If you continue with the training, well, I'll look at and see if I can test it.
Let's just check that and we'll get back to you, okay?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I have one issue. So basically, I think that, there's no option to add membership card.
Membership card, you mean?
Yes. So, say for example, there's a client who is asking for a membership card, and I don't have the option on my Zenoti dashboard.
Yeah, membership card, how will you add it? Is physical card that you're giving?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
How this?
If you issue a card through Zenoti, which is a digital card, then you'll be able to track it in Zenoti. But if it's a physical card, then there's no way you can track it in Zenoti.
No, I mean at least to build the card, So we charge them say about 200, 300, 400 per
You
card.
you can use this custom one, okay?
No. Also, want you to understand. Okay, before we move forward, can you let me know your complete use case? Because we have memberships in the system, we have packages in the system. What are you trying to do? Because there are memberships. Anytime you sell a membership, it gets automatically into a guest profile. So nowadays, why do you want to have physical cards? You can sell a membership. The membership is there in the system. All the customer has to do is come and say that I have a membership, I want to use it, and they can automatically use the membership benefits without, without looking at or bothering anyone, right? So
Okay. So you mean to say that you don't really have to sell a physical card, rather you can just give them like a contact number. Is that how it works?
yes, so
Is that what you're trying to
this
say?
will show you how to sell a membership. And just show them how to have membership.
First, they need to configure the membership, right?
No, do a random whatever you have saved in the system.
So basically, first and foremost, you need to configure the memberships on the system. Okay. Once you configure, just like products, packages, prepaid cards, and services, you can sell memberships also from here, from the point of sale. Okay. If you click on this and you click on this drop down, you'll be able to see the memberships which are available, which you set it up. Okay. Like, for example, they want to buy gold membership, right? You can select that gold membership. You can see how much that cost is. Click on add. Okay. then they'll pay for this membership. Now, mostly you will be giving memberships service benefits only, right?
Okay, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can set up packages for that instead of
They got credit benefits and discounts also.
okay.
So 10,000, 12,000, that one credit benefits also they run.
Okay.
So it might be service credits, it might be discounts, or it might be
A combination of
or
both.
just credit value.
Okay.
So it might be anything. So depending on which is more convenient, they might either go for a package or a membership.
Okay. So basically create that membership. What I will suggest for you is you have the help site that I showed you, right?
So they cannot create membership. They have to reach out to corporate.
Yeah, reach out to the corporate for creating membership. Okay. Once that membership is created, you can sell for the client from here. Okay. And then you can add payment and close invoice. I'll show you one client who has a membership already. I think Nathan should have it. Just 1 second. So clients who have memberships, right? They will be, yeah. You see, like this, it will be visible for you. If you click on memberships, okay, you'll be able to see the details of all the memberships. Like this particular guest has 2 memberships. I've selected one membership, and then service redemption. If you go, you'll be able to see the details.
Got it. Got it.
I'll pull up one more guest. So basically, reach out to your corporate team, and if you tell them that you want to introduce memberships, they can help you out with that.
Sure,
Configure
sure.
it. Once
Got
it
it.
is configured, then you can actually check all these things. See,
Okay.
like
And
this business has
I
memberships. If
think
I click on this,
individually different kind of franchisee, they have a different kind of packages, right, ma'am?
is that a question for me? Hello?
No, ma'am, I'm just telling. No, I'm just telling. Different kind of membership cards will be there. So first we need to, if the customer wants to buy a new membership card, then we need to modify like how we will sell the products, and we'll select the membership, and we need to close it. How much membership
Yeah.
card they're gonna buy it.
So
So after that, again, we need, if we give a contact number of the client and name and number, automatically it will show in the system they have a membership card. It works
that's
like
right.
that only, if I'm
That's
not
right.
wrong.
So first you should start by deciding what you want to give in your membership, what you want to give in your package. Okay. Once you do that,
Yes,
right?
exactly, ma'am.
From point of sale, you will sell it to the guest. The customer
Yes,
will
ma'am.
buy it. Once they buy it,
Mm.
they come to your center. Once you book an appointment for them like this, you'll be able to see
Mm.
packages. You'll be able to see
Filter
memberships like
packages,
this at the
membership.
bottom.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
If they
ma'am.
want
Got
to
it, got
take
it.
the if they want to take the services which are a part of a package, you can check the
Mm.
package details here. You can click on this plus button. You can see she has one Al therapy full face package. Quantity is 3.
Yeah,
None of them have been used. Balance is there. Click on this plus button.
yeah.
Okay. Now you
Mm.
can see that service is here. Same applies to
Yes, ma'am.
memberships. If you click on memberships, you can see what are the member benefits, what is the price,
Yeah.
what is
How
the
much
quantity,
balance?
how
Yeah.
much is it used, what is the
And
balance.
what is the validity and everything, it's really there.
Yeah, everything is visible. Click on OK and add that membership benefit, package benefit, like this. Now, if I add this, what will happen is in the point of sale, it will clearly show you that you have added it, that, this is what it is. Click on take payment. Once you do that, right? You see, series package, ultra pay, all therapy full face series of 6 packages redeemed, it says, and final price is 0. For membership,
Yes, ma'am.
deep tissue massage, membership has been applied. one credit, okay, and the payment is 0. Okay, like that it will be applied. So you should start by setting it up, selling it, and then they can redeem it. Okay. Any other questions, anyone?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if a customer called A buy a membership card, okay, there is a 10,000 of membership card, and additionally, at what time means he can get redeem of the membership whole at a time or partially at a time? How much percentage can we redeem?
See, again, that depends on how you set up the membership. Okay. Now, it all depends on the settings. If you're not setting, see, for this particular membership, you have limitations also. You buy, see, if I buy a 20,000 rupees membership, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
But if I'm allowing my clients to pay 10,000 once and 10,000 later, I can set up that membership in such a way that they get only 10,000 rupees benefits. They don't get 20,000 rupees benefits because they paid only for 10,000.
Okay.
Okay, so we can configure the membership like that. We can set it up like that.
Okay, there is an option. A person
There is
can
an option.
redeem
Yeah.
10K of membership at a time itself.
That's right. Yeah. So there is an option we can set up in such a way that they don't get more than what they paid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am. I have another question.
Okay.
The thing is, we can take a list how many clients we do have a membership separately like that.
Sorry.
We can able to take a membership client, how many clients we do have with us at the list.
As in for a day, or how does that work?
Maybe a quarterly ones, a monthly ones. If an example,
Achha, you're
if the
talking
client is
about
asking for a month,
targets. You're
if
talking
a
about
month, how
targets,
many
right?
clients I have?
Yes, yes, we can
No,
set
ma'am.
it up. Your managers
Okay.
and owners can actually do that. So your corporate office,
Okay.
in fact, your franchisee owners can actually set up targets, employee targets.
That is,
Excuse
so
me,
you can
ma'am.
have
I'm so
targets
sorry.
at
I'm not
a
asking you
central
about the
level.
target.
Or you can
What
have
I'm
employee
asking
targets
is,
at an employee.
hello.
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
what I'm asking is, I can able to take a list of membership client, how many I'm having. Can I
Oh,
that? Can I do
okay.
that?
Okay, I got your point. So you
She's
see print
asking,
appointments
ma'am.
option? You see this print appointments option?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see this option? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah, so click on print appointments. Once you click on print appointments, right? All appointments for selected provider option is there, right? Right?
Okay.
Imagine your name is here. Okay, it can be Amulya, Raju, or Balaji, whoever that is. Select that employee name. If you click on print, you'll be able to see the number of appointments that employee has taken for that day. Okay.
Okay.
This is one way of doing that. So you're basically printing the appointments, number of appointments for that day. Okay. But whoever is asking this question, do you have access to the system? Can you see the system? This system that I'm showing you right now, like this? Do you have access to the admin dashboard, or can you see only appointment book when you log in? Hello.
We don't have an option get to see the admin dashboard, ma'am. We don't have an option.
Thank you. Thank you for confirming. So that's why what I'm trying to say is, If you have this access, right, you can see that information in reports also. But because you don't have that option for every day, what you can do is you can go to that option to print appointments, and you can print it from there. Okay, for that day. And there are
Okay,
some
then we
daily
could not take
reports.
that for a month, right?
You can take
So
that for
this
a month
access
from
is only
here.
for one day.
From here, you can take it for a month. If you click on reports, you have reports. You can ask your manager to send that reports. You see, employee KPI report, employee sales report. This you can have it for a month. But because you do not have access, see if you
संध्या आपको भेजेगा नहीं 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 संध्या वो फिनिश दैट इन्फो और आपका आधार कार्ड विद एड्रेस दिखाना वो फोटो लेना है पीछे का एड्रेस फोटो मैंने आपको सेंड किया नहीं उधर ओ हाँ वो दे दिया हाँ अभी अभी आपको वो दिया है शांति ऑफर लेटर वो ऑफर लेटर
राणा एकछिन यहाँ बस न म खाना Hello. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, Shreya, I can hear you. Tell me.
Yeah. Hi, ma'am. My name
Yeah,
is
hi.
Shreya. I'm the manager from Hosa Road, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have one doubt. We are having membership, right? Like that 20 and that 30, ma'am. So we can use in any other outlet also, ma'am. Like if client is taking, like if they will ask, like we can use other outlet means they can use.
Which one?
From the same region.
From like if as a example, ma'am, if client is taking membership, ma'am, like 20 or 30, ma'am. So if they will ask,
Right.
they can use for any other outlet also.
It's for your outlet only. It's for your outlet only.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Cross center redemption.
It should not. It should not be. I think it should not be.
Okay. Okay.
Franchise can listen.
That's
Okay.
not always clear. Not copy accounts.
Okay. Okay. Only in franchisee, like they can use. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sure, sir. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
I think that answers your question, Shreya.
Yeah, ma'am.
Anyone else? I'm going to start with employee management. If you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask now before we move on.
Uh, Hi, ma'am. The thing is, which I asked for a GST number, right?
Yeah.
I find out one in this.
Mm-hmm.
If I do that, it will be works out, right? I'll let you know where it is from.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I? Okay. In the if I enter the client name and search it out, I can view profile. In the view
Yeah,
profile,
that's what I
I'll
was.
be
Yeah,
in the view profile.
that's
I'll
what I
be if
was
I click that.
referring previously also. You have some additional details here, right? If you
Yeah.
add it
And
here also, it will work. Or you can
okay.
actually use any one of these fields also.
Which one?
Any one of these
Okay.
guest fields also.
Okay.
No.
In that,
Do you want to
I have
store
an
the customer
option.
GST number?
I'm sorry.
Hello. Do you want to save the customer GST number? Or do you want? So if you want that, then that is easy, right? We can do that for you. So I'm just sharing my screen. I don't need the charger. Yeah, I'm just sharing my screen. I'll just show you. We have this capability in the systems. It's on this one.
That is what I found it here. View profile. I
Yeah,
can
I'll show you.
see one option. Forms.
You're sharing your
I'm
screen?
sharing my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
able to see it.
Yeah. So for example, we have option. Say for example, I booked an appointment. Right. I book up. I make an appointment. Now I save. Now over here, now I'll go to take a payment for this. Now we can see. I can create a column here. I can create a conditional column here called, and I can name it to whatever you want. So, for example, I have written a customer GST. So, if you want, you can type down the customer GST number and save this. Now, once you save
Okay.
this, it will also we can also show it in the report, right? I'll say now I add payment. Okay. Just a second.
Okay.
And I close invoice. Okay. Now, even if you open this invoice, for example, I say show invoice.
Okay.
So you see, it will show customer GST number here, right? So the GST number
Okay.
the customer used for that invoice. The only thing is that it's not coming in print. That maybe I need to see if that is possible, but in print it will not come, right?
Okay.
But
That
it will
sounds
show you,
good.
but in the invoice,
But
at an invoice level, you can save the GST for the customer.
okay. The thing is, I couldn't able to see that option which is shown you from my system. I don't have option here.
Yeah. So can you write it down? We'll ask Ranga to enable it for you. We enable this feature for you. Okay.
Okay. The thing is, can I go ahead for this because I find out how to do it because I referred my old the client details which I did previously a few months ago, right? So can I go ahead?
Sorry. What?
Okay.
I didn't
The thing
understand.
is, okay. The thing is, can I go ahead to lead this because I find out how to do it with the reference of previous a
So
few
this is
months
the all
ago
level
I did
setting.
it.
Because I'm doing. This is an odd level setting. I need to make sure that it's enabled, then only you can use this. Is that what you're asking? I'm not,
Okay, I'll ask you again. The thing is, can I
no, no,
go
just give me
ahead
1 second.
with
Can you
this?
mute yourself?
One
Sure.
second, 1 second. Jayashree, one
Okay, okay.
second. Go ahead.
Can you ask Anish? Hi, Jesse, can you ask? Hello?
Yeah,
Can you hear?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here.
Okay, ask please. Can you repeat your question, please?
Sure. The thing is, I saw one option here. Okay. While
Okay.
entering the searching the client name, I can see view profile. So if I click into that, I have an option that forms unified view, right?
Yeah.
The last from the last there'll be third
Yeah.
option.
Forms unified view. Yeah. Forms unified
Yeah.
view. Yeah.
If I click that, there is the options. In that, I can see that icon, right?
Sorry, which icon?
I icon.
Okay, I icon. Okay, I icon.
If I
Okay.
click that one page will reflect. In that, I can add a GST number and I can give a save.
No, the thing is that forms unified view is for forms. Okay, it is not for it is for forms which it is not to save GST data per se. So that's why
Okay.
this is not the right process. So that's why that's why I said that rather the additional fields that I showed you, I think that would be a better method because that will save the data at an invoice level. So for example, I come to you, one day I'm using my personal GST. If I have multiple businesses, right? And every business can have their own GST number. So today I can say that, okay, bill it on my X business GST number. Tomorrow I can say bill it on my Y business GST number. So at an invoice level, that will give you more flexibility rather than forms, right? And most people might not even check forms and miss forms. Those are secondary issues. Or
Purpose for forms is totally different.
And I'm
What
so
is it doing
sorry
on
that
employee?
I use that additional data. It comes in the POS, and you can save that.
Save it in this
the thing
Which
which
profile?
you're telling me,
General tab where?
Any additional field, like this one right here, additional details.
excuse me.
Just profile, general tab.
Will that come in the invoice? So that's why if they're looking, these are for businesses. Right? If I have businesses,
Even then, no, GST,
Yeah,
do
so-
you want that GST number to be visible on the invoice?
Yes, exactly. But which the
Yes,
sir
ma'am.
told me when the payment page, I can add the GST. But from my end, if I did that, I couldn't able to see that option. So how can I add that?
Okay, like I said, like Siddharth said, we'll reach out to Ranga and we'll get that enabled for you, Jayashree. Can you put your center name in the
Okay.
chat, please? Type your filter
Yeah, of
center
course.
name and filter.
Sure, sure.
Okay, okay. I got your name. We'll let Ranga know that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. We'll have to move on because I have to cover employee topics also. Any questions before we move on to employee topic? So you can find your employees here at the center level. Okay. So you have your center, and if you click on employees, you will be able to find all the employees that are there for your business. Okay. So if you go to your one second. Yeah, if you go to your corporate office, in fact, sorry, your franchisee center, for example, this one. If you click on the employee module, you will be able to find all your employees that are there for your business. Okay, like that. You can see their code, their first name, phone number, which center they are active at, and whether they are active or not. Okay. Now, when you're at center level, if you find this add button here, you will be able to add new employees. Okay. But the easiest and fastest way for you to add employees is, like for example, if one therapist is leaving, another new therapist is joining. Okay. You can select one therapist which is already there, and you can click on clone to clone that employee profile. Okay. Once you click on clone, you can give the first name, last name, email address, username, copy configurations like security roles, any kind of general tab configurations and all that. And you can create an employee within few seconds if you use the clone option. Okay. Click on add button, you'll be able to add new employees by giving a few details in the general tab and so on. But when you're doing that, in the general tab, there are some important information here. You have to give some mandatory details like first name, last name, email, mobile number, and all these details. Okay. Email address will by default become the what do you call it? Username. Okay. Now, every employee will have a start date, right? That will become your joining date. So you'll describe that also. What job role they'll be playing at your center, you'll define that here at this job role section. Okay. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, there are few more details that you can mention here. But in the next tab, you have something called employee roles. This is where you give employee roles to the employee that you're creating. So you have your center, whether this employee will be a HR manager, inventory manager, or a supervisor, or receptionist, or therapist. These kind of roles, you'll give them here. Depending on that, they'll be able to have permissions to the system. Okay. And what services they'll do also, you can do it from the services tab here. What kind of services they can do. All employees cannot do hair services and all those details. So these are the kind of details that you mention and create when you're creating an employee. Okay. Now, at the center level itself, you have something called schedule. If you give the schedule, like from here, you can see in this appointment book, I'll switch to horizontal view. This person, Andre and Becca, they're working from 8 a.m. to this guy is working till 8 p.m. and this Becca is working till 6 p.m. Okay. So if they are working, these are the schedules that are given to the employee. From here, you can give schedules. Weekly schedules, you can use weekly. Okay. And give weekly schedules like Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday. What time they will be working. If you click on working, add schedule 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 12 a.m. to 12 a.m., whatever that is, you can add schedules and they'll be visible here in the appointment book. Okay. If they are on leave or something, you can simply click here and click on leave. If you right click and you click anything else, that status will be applicable. That schedule will be applicable for the employee and you can find them here. Okay. Any questions on employee creation and employee scheduling?
Just a pointer, even if you have added an employee, if the employee is not scheduled, then you will not be able to see that employee on your appointment book. Or book an appointment against that employee, essentially.
Okay, guys. Any questions on employee creation and employee scheduling? Does in this group, does anyone manage inventory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I had a query regarding the employee scheduling. So recently, here a new employee had joined, and while I was scheduling his time, I could only see that particular day. You know, the next day when I arrive and when I like check his appointments, I'm not able to see him. Then I'll have to go to the employee schedule and again schedule his timings. So is there any way that I can schedule for a long period?
Yeah. So here's the thing. So if you're giving him week schedule, right? You have the week schedule here for this. See, for Becca, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday she's working. Thursday, Friday, Saturday she's working. Right? This Andre is working from Sunday, Monday, and Saturday. Okay? Now, one thing, when you give schedules like this, you can select that employee, okay? And you see this copy option here. Copy?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you click on that, you can copy that schedule for the next 10 weeks. Or you can say next 15 weeks, 20 weeks, 30 weeks, whatever that is. If you do that for the next 20 weeks, you see save and copy. Now, if they have leaves, if you have given them leaves, you have to copy that leaves pattern also. Okay. If you select reserve information for all options, click on copy. What will happen is this particular person, you see schedule is copied. So this particular person, Andre, for the next 20 weeks, he'll work on Sunday, Monday, and Saturday only. Rest of the days, whatever schedule is given here, he will not work. Like that, you can copy the schedules for giving week view. You can, for this particular employee, Sunday to Saturday she's working. Select her name, click on copy, and copy for how many ever weeks that is. You have alternate weeks also that you can give in this option down. See, March, how many weeks, April, how many weeks. This also you can do, but this is if you give alternate weeks and all that. But this is for continuous weeks. Next week, coming week, and all that stuff. Okay. So if you copy like that, you can copy the schedules for the following days.
Fine. Okay, thank you.
So schedule can be given in month, week, and day, but weekly one is easy for you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other question? In employees, we is there anyone in this group who does inventory?
Okay. Guys, Siddharth here. So, inventory is one module that we can set up in the system. You can talk to your AVMs and they will raise a request with us, and we can enable inventory in Zenoti, where we can track your retail and consumables too, right? So obviously, once we raise the request, there is a we will have dedicated team work with you guys to set that inventory up for your individual centers. Why? Because we need the formulations that you follow for all the services, right? So we'll over here, Rachel will go through a basic certain things about the inventory, not deep dive into it, so that you can understand how or what are the capabilities of inventory in the system, so that if you are interested, you can talk to your APMs or you can talk to your center owners, franchisee owners, and if you want, we can look at setting up inventory for you guys. Okay, and after that, after inventory, we'll open up the session to any general Q&A from you guys, where if you have any other queries uh, beyond what we have discussed, you can take up, right? Hello.
So anyone here who does inventory?
Okay, so we'll see. Just
Hello.
yeah.
Yes, this is Asif from Bhattur. Yes, we do inventory here, but not in the Zenoti. We have some files available.
Sure. So, as I said, we'll do a generic overview of how inventory works on the system, so that you guys can take a call if you want to set up the inventory, right? And we can get back to you on this, right?
Okay. So inventory also is available at center level for all of you. Okay. For this business, I'm at center level. Inventory module is available here. Okay. You can raise your purchase orders from this orders section. Okay. Now purchase orders, you do that to bring your products into the system. Like you order the products and send a list to your vendor so that they can send you the products and you can add it to the system. Okay, virtually you're doing that. Now you can click on I want to drop down. Once you click on that, you can click on add order. Okay, once you click on add order, you can select your vendor from this section. Once you select the vendor, you give the details of how many products you want. You can raise the purchase order for a single product by giving the product name. Okay. Or you can also raise a bulk purchase order. If you click on this product name, okay, you will select all the products and you are giving the quantities here. How much quantity? If you want 10 of these, 20 each, you can type 20. If you want 5 of these, you can type. But over here, you can copy the quantities from here or send you that the retail purchase statement of 320 folder. So simply click on copy button here so that the copy value will be copied here. Okay, and then you have copy to order quantity here also. If you select this particular section, right, the system will check this range, Jan 1st or Jan 31st. How many sales you will, how many were consumed, how many retail you have purchased, and all those details here. From these columns, you take that information. And if I say copy retailer and consumable purchase and click on apply, those quantities will come here. Okay. So basically, you can enter the number of quantities in the retail order quantity section, consumable quantity section. Okay. Once you do that, you can click on review order to check the purchase orders that you have placed. Click on save and continue. Once you click on save and continue, right, you have you're in the step 2. You can enter details for any discount, like percentage discount or flat rate discount, or in the additional details section, you can add discount percentage, overall discount that you got for this purchase order. If there is any shipping or handling cost or there are any notes and like that, you can enter it here. Okay. Once you do that, you can click on save and create. Once you have clicked on save and create, you raise your purchase order. But if you raise the purchase order, you can click on email to vendor. Okay. If your vendor has an email address, that purchase order will be emailed to the vendor. Okay. Once that is done, now you'll wait for your delivery to be received. So it can be a box of the cleanings, the products that you have ordered from your vendor and things like that. So 200, 320, 490. Once you see them, you can mark them as full delivery. Okay, but if you receive a few things like that, you can have mark as partial delivery. Okay, but if you mark as full delivery, then now what will happen is the system will update its quantities for these specific and their products, and it will give you the total of so many products. And it will show the on-hand quantity. Okay. Now that is about purchase orders. When it comes to your audits and reconciliations, you can do that. Audit process, reconcile process is the same for consumables and rebate products. Now, when it comes to audits and reconciliations, audit means you're auditing and checking if the number of products that you sell are correct or not. Whether they are correct or incorrect, you're counting the number of products that you sell and you're updating those quantities. Okay. So if you click on audit, you'll be able to see all products. Say for example, when I'm checking in my center, I found 5 of these shampoos, okay? 0 of these products, 2 products for these, 10 products for these. Okay? You can simply check those orders, okay? And select one of the auditing options. It's safe to select submit only about products and click on submit audit. Now you're telling the system, okay, I am counting my products at one center. And I found 5, 2, and then of these, and none of these. Okay, the technical systems, and then updating the quantities. Once you click on save and submit, the order will be submitted successfully. It can be your center manager, franchisee manager, or owner who can actually reconcile. Once you reconcile everything, the product number will be updated. Usually when you submit audit, right, you are just submitting the count. You're telling me this is what I found, I saw, I counted and I found it, right? But when the reconciling, you can fix the mistakes here. As in, this shampoo lavender is highlighted in green. Green means more, okay? I was supposed to have -5 of these and I had 5 of these. The page here, I was supposed to have 6, but I audited, I found 10 of these. Okay, so it's telling you there are more 4. Okay, green means more. Now this particular product is highlighted in white means everything is correct. There is no reconciliation required. There was supposed to be nothing. You didn't find anything, so 0 means correct. Okay, red means there is shortage. This mark is supposed to have 300 something. You found only 2. What is going on here? You should check and you have to update. And you can update the reconciliation and click on submit and reconcile once you reconcile. Once that is done, what will happen is the reconcile on quantities will be updated for these. Okay. Any questions on audits and reconcile?
No.
Okay, so basically the system, the Zenoti system also is very capable of you updating the products, quantities and all that stuff. So if you do that here, what will happen is
Tell me how can we use more products.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
I guess that person was asking how can we add more product.
Yeah, when it comes to products, right?
So for adding products, there is a template that we have. You can share that template. So as you know, every product that you have, you have to apply by product. Only then you can get it up from our side. So there is a template that can share this or anytime you want to add a product, you have to present that share it with Ranga. And for the corporate team, when you want the corporate team, once they approve the new product that you want to add, and you can get it added from the back.
अरे मुझे जो अरे फ्यूल आने दो लोगों को मत क्या
Yeah. So if you have any questions, we can continue, or this is pretty much it from my end.
Please let us let anybody who wants to do it can continue and please just a little bit right. Other than that, we have a few more questions. Any other questions regarding anything and anything
Yes, can I talk?
Yeah.
So I have one issue that I'm facing. So we have these combos here that we are giving our clients. And so when there's a client who's going in for a combo, say 999 combo, it could be about hair, it could be about haircut and facial, it's about hair and facial. And then I could be going right? I mean, hairstylist and beautician. So how do I really both their names in it? How do I add both their names? Because I'm not able to do that.
Okay. So as you know, right, combo, so when you do the combo, you basically add combo as a single class, right, essentially.
Yes.
Okay. Now what we do is, so basically, I have combo, they have combo. See, I have two or three services, but single service one combo, right? Okay. Let's go.
My staff actually want both their names in that service, the combo there.
Yeah. So, I have a combo for here, right? But let's say this is what right? Take some time and let me take this.
Ma'am, can you show me again? Can you tap on my system?
I use this service. So my service now what I see here, this service is at 1%, right? It's not so yeah, I negotiated this is all what I had. So right now it's not going to do this. You will be this icon. You see this icon here. In your paper. You click on one. So right now it's going to this icon. And it's going to have a personalization. Now I can set it and also work. And I want also information. Like I add this. Right.
Not available in our system, so we will get it enabled first.
I'll check.
I don't know for some reason I'm not able to see all of them in my system. By all now, Bobby. My name is Jayesh. Put it on the message there. Sure, sure. Got it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Show me again to start new employee. I'm admitting you to my system. New employee again. Can you show it again, ma'am?
Sorry. One second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. What's your question?
Can you show me again new employee of employee?
New employee as in what add new employee?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you have to be at your center. Okay,
ma'am.
Once you're at your center, you see the employee for your this first one. If you click on that and click on employees, you have the add button. Okay, can you see that add button?
Yes.
Yeah. If you click on it, it will add to your employee. Okay. If not, what you can do is, if you are adding new therapist to your business, right? You already have therapist here, right? You can click on that therapist name. Once you click on the therapist name, you have a clone option. You see this clone option? You see this? Yeah. If you click on that, you can duplicate employee profile by giving first name, last name, email, mobile number, someone username, and you can copy the configuration and roles. Okay. Okay, and then you can click an employee. That way also you can add new employee to your system, which is quicker. Okay, or you can click on this add button and create a new employee. Okay. Alright. Anyone else? We still have 10 more minutes, so you can ask some general questions.
I couldn't attend the meeting. I can't one man will let me, put the appointment on my phone. That was it.
And the appointment. Okay, sure. So we take the appointment, right? Then you want to add an appointment at 1:30. Go and select 1:30 time slot here. Okay. And double click. Once you double click, booking panel opens, you add guest details like file. Okay. Maybe your guest is file. Add her name. And then select the service from the service drop down. Okay. And then click on add service. Okay. Once you add the service, you will be able to see the service details here. And click on save. Okay. That file pointed is here. Okay. That's all. Right click or double click on time slot, add guest details to the book panel and add the booking.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
This is Vidya. I'm from Bangalore, Bangalore. It's in Outlet. I just wanted to know if the client wants to change his or her mobile number. So how to change the mobile number on the details, ma'am?
Yeah. So Vidya, we talked about guest profile, right? Client profile.
Yes, ma'am.
You can search for a client from here. Okay. Or you can right click if you have that client's appointment in front of you. Right click on that appointment and you can click on this button, this square button. Profile icon. Okay. And then you open guest profile. In the guest profile, in each general tab, okay, you have mobile number, you email, you can enter your last name and change it.
Okay.
Update it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
So
you.
you can do that from profile. Yeah.
Profile. Okay.
If you have access to the system here, right? Do you see this kind of system? Do you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
If you see this desktop option here on the left side?
Yes, ma'am.
If you see that, then you have managed this option. You can do that from here also. Same screen will open. Same screen will open, but you can find the guest here in this list. Here, if you click on guest name, you're opening guest file from here. If you do that from here also, you will be able to see the same guest details. Come here, edit the number, add the email. Okay. Scroll down and click on save.
Okay. So, opening the manage guest page and the add guest is there. There I need to add and do the modify.
If it's a new guest, you will add it. But if it's an existing guest, you can search for a guest.
Okay.
You can search
I
for
got
it.
this one.
If it's new guest, you add from here. You can add new guest from here also in appointment book. Click on the plus button and you can add new guest from here.
Okay. I got it.
Sure. Anyone else, any questions? Yeah, others please, Matthew.
Who visited last time and from how long the customer has not visited? How can I filter that?
1 second, let me use this person. 1 second. Yeah, sorry, Maria. What is your question?
Actually, I wanted to know how a guest who haven't visited from last so long
Yeah. So see, while adding a guest like this example in the one thing, you can see total visit. Can you please mute yourself? Yeah. Sorry, Mariam, are you there? Yeah. In the booking panel, can you see if you add the name, you can see total visit, last visit.
Last visit here in the meeting and my system, it's showing only few visits.
What does it say?
It shows only few visits, like the last 4 to 5 visits it shows. Total visit it doesn't show.
Yeah, see, again, it needs to be enabled. For this business, they want to see total visits also, and it is there.
Then Mr. Ranga, I will have to contact with him, right?
We check. Mariam, if are you logged in? If I make you the presenter, can you share your screen and show us?
One second.
Are you logged in?
Yes, I am logged in, but right now I'm not in the system. I'm not sitting there.
I see. Okay. Let me check on that then. You said you're from which branch? Sorry.
IT Clear Main Road, ma'am. Essentials.
Chennai.
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay. I got your details. I'll just check with Ranga. Otherwise, you'll be able to see it like this. If you click on last visit, right? You can see last visit date and all those also.
Okay. The last visit option is showing here, but that is what I told. It shows only few visits, not total visits.
Okay. Let's just check. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Anyone else? Anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, I was a bit busy with time. So my question is, like, client will pay by cash and UPI. So half cash and half UPI. So how can we update in system? Because in my system that option is not showing.
So when you click on take payment like this, can't you see cash and custom payment here?
Yes, ma'am.
You can see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so cash, you can add, this client has nothing. Wait, I'll open this. See, now this client has some amount. Wait a minute. Okay, 3,000. Okay. If they want to pay 1,000 by cash, add 1,000 here, amount. Cash option, you select and you add cash. Then click on add payment.
Okay.
Down below here, cash 1,000 collected. Okay.
Okay.
Now 2,000 is left. If they want to pay through UPI, you see you have to select this custom option.
Okay.
Once you select that amount 2,000 rupees, click on this payment data type drop down. In this drop down, you should be able to see UPI for you. Okay. For this business, they have these. Okay. Say example, group 1 is UPI. Example. Okay. Imagine. Simply click on add payment. Okay. And you see amount due is 0. Total amount collected here 3,000 rupees.
Okay.
Cash collected, custom collected. Now you have to click on close invoice.
Okay.
Now when you see the invoice, if you click on show invoice again, you can see cash so much collected, custom so much collected.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Then. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone else? Any questions? Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. If there are no questions, we can wrap up. We need